There is a powerful truth that few people understand at the beginning of their journey. Not every kind of progress needs to be announced. In a world where everyone wants to show every step, every achievement, and every small victory, there is a silent strategy that separates dreamers from real winners. That strategy is simple, but incredibly powerful. Work in silence and let success make the noise. Many people spend more time talking about what they are going to do than actually doing it. They announce plans, promise change, tell everyone about their dreams, but when the moment to act arrives, the effort disappears. They want applause before they even start, but the people who truly change their lives follow a different path. They understand that real progress happens far from the eyes of most people. It happens during silent early mornings, in the moments when no one is watching, in the hours when exhaustion appears and you still decide to keep going. While many are busy trying to impress the world with words, winners are busy building results. Think about how many times someone has said they were going to change their life. Start a new project, study more, train harder, work harder, and a few days later, everything went back to exactly how it was before. That happens because talking is easy. Dreaming out loud is easy. What's difficult is waking up every single day with discipline and doing what needs to be done. Even when no one is watching, even when no one is praising you, even when it feels like results are taking too long to appear. That is where the real difference is created, because success rarely begins with noise, it begins in silence. It begins when you decide to work, while others are distracted. When you choose to learn while others prefer to complain. When you keep moving forward even when nobody believes it will work. Working in silence means protecting your energy. Not everyone needs to know your plans. Not everyone needs to follow your progress. Many times when you talk too much about your goals, you open the door to doubts, criticism, and negative opinions that can weaken your determination. There are people who do not believe in dreams. There are people who feel uncomfortable when they see someone trying to grow. And there are people who simply project their own fears onto those who are trying to change their lives. That is why sometimes the best move is simply to work, without announcing, without explaining, without asking for approval. Let time show who you are becoming. Imagine someone who decides to completely transform their life. On the first day, nobody notices. In the first month, almost no one pays attention. But while the world continues following its normal rhythm, that person is transforming every single day. They wake up earlier, they study, they learn new skills, they work harder than before, they face difficulties, make mistakes, learn from every failure, and continue moving forward. And all of that happens in silence, without applause, without immediate recognition, without an audience. This is the moment when many people give up because they want fast results, they want quick praise, they want immediate validation. But those who truly understand the process know that great results take time to be built. A giant tree does not grow in a day. A massive building does not appear overnight. First comes the foundation, then comes the invisible work, then comes the structure, and only after that does the world begin to see what took years to build. Success works the same way. What people see today as a big result is only the visible part of a long journey of discipline, persistence, and sacrifice. Behind every success story, there are sleepless nights, silent doubts, moments of fear, and countless attempts that nobody saw. But those who keep working in silence develop something that cannot be bought. Mental strength. They learn to trust their own process. They learn to continue even when the results have not appeared yet. They learn not to depend on the opinions of others to keep moving forward. And one day, almost without noticing, something begins to change. Results begin to appear. Small victories start to show up. What once seemed impossible begins to become reality. And then something interesting happens. The same people who once doubted you start asking how you did it. The same people who once did not believe begin to admire your results, but they did not see what happened before. They did not see the late nights of effort. They did not see the difficult days. They did not see the moments when you almost gave up. They only saw the moment when success finally started making noise. And that is one of the greatest lessons in life. True success does not need to be announced. It reveals itself naturally through results. You do not need to convince the world with words, when your achievements speak for themselves. So if you have a dream, protect that dream. If you have a goal, work toward it every single day. If you want to change your life, start today, even if it is with small steps. Do not worry about showing everything to everyone. Do not worry about proving anything to anyone. Use your energy to grow. Use your time to learn. Use your discipline to build something that few people have the courage to build. Because while many are busy talking, complaining, or waiting for opportunities to appear, you can be building your own opportunity. And when the results arrive, because they always arrive for those who refuse to quit, the whole world will notice. Not because you announced it, but because success makes noise. So keep moving forward. Keep working. Keep evolving. Even if today nobody sees your effort. Even if today nobody recognizes your progress. Even if today it feels like nothing is happening. Trust the process. Trust your effort. Trust the person You are becoming, because one day everything you built in silence will appear in front of everyone, and at that moment, you will not need to say a single word. Your success will speak for you.